Welcome to the daily audio briefing of the Curated News for Tuesday, July 7th, 2026. This is all curated by Sandeep Ohri, and we've got a lot of ground to cover today.
I really do. So our mission today is to just sequentially run through today's 13 curated stories. The goal is to get you quickly and thoroughly caught up on finance, the economy, and, global events.
Right, exactly. So let's just jump right into item one. The Wall Street Journal is talking about the old 4% retirement withdrawal rule.
Ah, right. The classic 4% rule.
Yeah, Sandeep notes that it's actually still a pretty good rule of thumb for baseline planning, though. I mean, it's kind of like setting a financial cruise control for yourself.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
But, the workplace itself is definitely changing, which actually brings us to item 2 from Business Standard. Microsoft is laying off 4,800 staff.
Oh, wow. That's what, like 2.1% of their whole workforce?
Yeah, exactly, 2.1%. And Sandeep's main takeaway here is that we really just have to accept that the workplace has drastically changed from what it was just, 5 to 7 years ago.
It totally has. And moving over to consumer impacts for item three, there's this really interesting Economic Times report. Basically, LPG shortages are pushing Indian households to buy induction cooktops instead.
Right, which completely changes the mechanics of a household budget.
Exactly. I mean, Sandeep points out that this perfectly shows how a war in West Asia directly drives up Indian electricity bills and, really impacts your savings.
It's all connected. So for item 4, Business Standard covered the NSO's 2025 survey, and this was across 46 million plus cities.
Oh, right. The one about women-owned businesses.
Yeah, the data shows that women-owned businesses actually tend to employ more women. Sandeep wonders if the female listeners tuning in find this to be true in their own lived experience.
I'm sure a lot of you would definitely agree with that on the ground.
For sure. Now, items 5 and 6 are 2 really quick economic records highlighted by Financial Express today. First up, in Q2 2026, M&A deal value hit a 4-year high of $27.9 billion.
Wow, that is a huge jump.
Yeah, and notably, 84% of that was outbound activity. Plus, for the second record, passenger vehicle retail sales hit a massive high of 411,000 units just in June.
That is a lot of movement. But for items 7 and 8, shifting to travel via business line, things up in the air are a bit tighter. The Airports Authority of India is launching full-flight simulator training to address the staggering 30,000 pilot shortage.
30,000, that is a massive bottleneck.
I know, right? Over the next 15 to 20 years, too. And demand isn't slowing down. Riyadh Air is actually launching brand new Boeing 787 flights from Mumbai to Saudi Arabia starting August 4th.
Wow. Well, sticking with business line for item 9, looking at export data, Gujarat and Maharashtra are currently leading India's exports.
And Jamnagar is still the top district, right?
You got it. Driven mostly by its massive industrial footprint.
Makes sense. For item 10, though, local infrastructure is facing some serious challenges. Financial Express reported that the 7,000 crore rupee missing link expressway between Mumbai and Pune actually caved in at a tunnel entrance during the monsoons.
Oof, a 7,000 crore investment collapsing.
Yeah, pretty alarming. Sandeep asks a really pointed question here. Forget world-class infrastructure, can we actually build stuff that meets our specific climatic conditions?
That is a critical question when the monsoons test us every year. Moving to item 11, in local news from the Times of India, Jalalabad in Shahjahanpur has been renamed to Parshurampuri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Sandeep adds a thought here, questioning what happens to the name of Shahjahanpur itself. He's wondering if he just opened a can of worms.
Well, just to remind you all listening, we are impartially reporting the facts here, not endorsing any sides on these naming debates, just conveying the source material.
Right, exactly. So shifting gears to item 12, we have a global sports update from the BBC. Belgium actually defeated the U.S., knocking them out of the FIFA 2026 World Cup.
Which is pretty crazy, considering President Trump actually intervened to lift a ban on a U.S. player.
Right. It didn't even matter in the end. And wrapping up for another Tuesday morning is this. By 2050, the number of humanoids in the workplace is expected to be 1 billion. According to the Wall Street Journal, the questions we need to be asking ourselves now is not will we have a humanoid coworker in the future, but how far is that future?
Right.
Are schools readying children for this shift? With the proliferation of AI, what steps are you taking to face these challenges? Have a fab day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.